Cool. We're good. We're good to go. Awesome. Cool. All right. Awesome. Well, you're tuned in right here in the Orcon live room. It is it's Thursday live today, I suppose. But we're fortunate enough to have Seamus Johnson in here from SeaMouse.
Kia ora.
Kia ora, indeed. Such a privilege to have you here, and it's a bit of a different or a unique setup for you today because it's just yourself. Obviously, SeaMouse being a three-piece, but we're treated to quite an intimate, stripped down carry on today.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool as. And of course, this is kind of preempting the show tonight, which we can go catch you as a three-piece, which you're playing at Meow.
Yeah.
Cool. And that is in support of some new material? Is it what's the celebration tonight?
Just doing a tour, really.
Cool. Right on. Just felt like maybe getting out there and saying g'day to a few.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right on. I reckon we'll crack straight into a first one. Just give people a little bit of a treat about what they might hear later on, and then we'll have a chat about your album and go from there.
Cool.
Cool.
The song's called Car Smasher.
Sweet. Judith Collins. Political joke.
My intentions, I got to keep them hid. That woman, well, she gonna blow her lid. I've never done her no wrong. I'm just a man and I'm trying to live, yeah. That bad baby done smashed my car. I smashed whiskey down at the bar. Never done her no wrong. I'm just a man and I'm trying to live, yeah. Whoa. 'Cause she's messed up in her mind. She done smashed up on my ride. 'Cause she's messed up in her mind. She done smashed up on my ride. If she don't like me none, why does she want me to come home? If she don't like me none, why does she want me to come home? If you don't like me none, why do you want me to come home? If you don't like me none, no, why do you want me to come home? 'Cause she's messed up in her mind. She done smashed up on my ride. 'Cause she's messed up in her mind. She done smashed up on my ride, yeah.
Fantastic. If you're just joining us, you're listening to the lovely sounds of Seamus Johnson and, of course, being part of the bigger group, SeaMouse. I sort of almost wanted to stop myself there from using the word lovely because I think that could almost imply the wrong impression around your music. Would it be fair to say, Seamus, that there's a particularly blues backbone to your music?
Yeah, blues and rock.
Yeah, right on. And is that something that kind of has come with you over the course of your career, or is it something that's you've stumbled upon, or?
Yeah, I grew up listening to that. My parents
Cool.
listened to lots of blues when I was a kid. And it's just like, I don't know, it's just kind of music that I really like.
Yeah, for sure. For
like
sure.
70s like big rock bands,
Cool.
like Zeppelin and stuff.
Yep,
I just
yep.
listen to that heaps.
You can definitely hear elements in that. And I guess along with blues as well, one thing that listening to obviously the SeaMouse album, which is self-titled, it seems to be it's quite an eclectic mix of different genres or certainly different sounds, but it does travel really nicely as a cohesive piece of work, a piece of body of work. Were there things that you sort of found, or was there a significant approach pulling different sounds out of different genres or different styles to mix with the blues sound, or was it just something that you thought, bugger it, I'm going to do it this way?
I think that recording, I just was like trying to make a mixtape
Cool. Yeah, right. Cool.
because I thought, I just thought it would be like more interesting if it's kind of diverse.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. It definitely has that interesting element to it. It kind of definitely ebbs and flows with the feeling and the movement with it, but it still really remains captivating as a record. So that's something that really comes through. You've been around for a while, both as a solo musician and in various other bits and pieces around town. But SeaMouse as a band would it be fair to say relatively recent in the big scale of sort of your
Sort of the last few years.
Cool. And has that sort of turned into more of a focus for you going forward?
Yeah, it's kind of I just want to make music. I stopped making music for a while, and then I was like, I need to keep doing it.
Right. I read somewhere that you almost had a bit of an epiphany or a resolution around the New Year time to just go at it, really. And
I was like, I need to record an album. Just do one.
Cool.
Like,
cool.
Stop mucking around.
Yeah. And I guess that's quite a cavalier approach to take, because what might come out of that you don't really know. I guess if there's no sort of methodical plan behind it.
Yeah.
That's real sick. Well, I reckon we can jump straight into a second one. I'd love to hear one. I know that everyone else out there is probably keen to hear one as well. So cool.
They put me in a special hospital and tried to take away my life. They only ever let me play with sponge because I'm not allowed a knife. She's so fine and beautiful. She's got that long soft hair, and when she dances it rains. My stupid whetstone stare. Yeah, and I done found me a blade, and I've been sharpening my blade. I've been sharpening my blade so I can chop up pieces of her brain. Woman, I don't wanna leave here without you, baby. I don't wanna leave here without you. Woman, I don't wanna leave here without you, baby. What can't you see? I'm crazy about you. I keep tropical fish in my underpants. They put me in that special hospital and they tried to teach me how to dance. She's so fine and beautiful. She's got that long soft hair, and when she dances it rains. My stupid whetstone stare. Yeah, and I done found me a blade. I've been sharpening my blade. I've been sharpening my blade so I can chop up pieces of her brain. Yeah. Woman, I don't wanna leave here without you, baby. I don't wanna leave here without you. Woman, I don't wanna leave here without you, baby. What can't you see? I'm crazy about you. Well, let's sit and talk about geometry and the origins of symmetry, and how sometimes she'll visit my dimension, though I swear I'm not crazy. She's so fine and beautiful, perfect long blonde hair, and when she dances it rains. My stupid whetstone stare, yeah, and I done found me a blade. Oh, I've been sharpening my blade. I've been sharpening my blade, so I can chop up pieces of her brain now. Woman, woman, I don't wanna leave here without you, baby, baby. I don't wanna leave here without you, woman, woman. I don't wanna leave here without you, baby. Why can't you see I'm crazy about you?
Fantastic stuff. I can definitely see what you meant in terms of sort of a Zeppelin influence. I think in that track in particular, it definitely comes through. We had an intern who used to work here. He was from the States. He's from Texas, but he was living in California, or the other way around. I can't remember. But he would have loved it. He would have loved a Zeppelin. I was just thinking the whole time, oh, Justin, if you are listening, you're getting a real treat today, as is everyone else, of course, who was listening. And it's something that sort of touched on earlier was bit more of a unique performance for you, given it's a little bit more stripped back, just with an acoustic guitar. And you know, you mentioned prior to going to air that you know, you've been fighting off some sickness as well. So, but as I said before, if people do want to go catch the real deal, or the whole arrangement, the whole shebang, that's tonight and down at Meow, the Rattle Your Bones tour.
Yeah.
Cool. How's that been going?
Cool. We've only done 2 shows.
Sweet, but good start. Good start to the 2. Yeah.
Good start to the 2. It was really sweet. We played in Hastings, and then we played in Palmerston.
Cool. What's your reception like when you go to sort of places like that are a little bit, I mean, not out of it, but
I mean, well, this is the first tour that we've done, so like we haven't had a huge turnout, but like the people that were there,
awesome,
like, had a good time.
Yeah, that's real sweet. I mean, again, it's just getting that stake in the ground and going from there.
Yeah.
And Meow's a fantastic venue. I think like the quite intense and visceral nature of playing electric live blues or something that will really captivate an audience.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, we always do reasonably well in Wellington because you know, hometown and stuff.
Cool. Oh well, let's keep up the status quo then, Wellington, and let's make sure you get along tonight. And that's $10, right? Or 15?
Yeah, it's $10 pre-sales.
Cool. Yeah.
But that ends at that's through just the ticket, I think.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, but that ends at 5:30.
Cool.
And then $15 door sales.
All right, we haven't got long then. So if you haven't got a ticket, go get the pre-sale, and if you don't do that, then make sure you get to the door with some cash in hand. Awesome. All right. Well, I reckon we'll just launch straight into the third one. Keep that momentum rolling, really.
Yeah, wicked.
That's good. It's great. Oh, if you're just joining us, you are listening to Seamus Johnson of SeaMouse. Oh, just before we get into that, so SeaMouse, Seamus, is there a correlation between the names? Is that where it came about?
Yeah.
Cool. Because I'm sitting here, that last song, just thinking away to myself, like, I think I've cracked it. I think I've really cracked it.
Yeah,
so.
a few people, every now and then someone's like, oh, yeah.
Cool. Sweet. Well, I feel like I'm in a select few now. So that's real good. That's real good.
I couldn't think of
Audio Culture are going to do a side thing on me in like 20 years' time about the guy who cracked the band names. So.
Yeah, man.
Cool. Well, we'll get you on there as well. We'll talk about it. Awesome. Let's get into a third one.
Yeah, sweet. I saw a sign from up above. It said, "Don't turn back now." No. suicide mission. Yeah. But you ain't dead yet, no, no. You ain't dead yet, no. You're alive. You're alive and kicking. Just like a roundhouse. Oh, babe, you're kicking. Just like a roundhouse. Oh, mama, kicking. Just like a roundhouse. Oh, baby, kicking. Yeah. All the bullshit back down now. Woo-hoo. Na 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 na. I saw a sign from up above. It said you must proceed, even if you don't believe. You're on a suicide mission, yeah. And you ain't dead yet, no, no. Well, you ain't dead yet, no, 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 no. You're alive, yes, you're alive and kicking. Just like a roundhouse, oh, baby, kicking. Just like a roundhouse, oh baby, kicking, yeah. Just like a roundhouse, oh I'm a kicking. All the bullshit back down, now I'm kicking. Yes, you're kicking, oh you're kicking. Now you're kicking. Oh, you're kicking. Yes, you're kicking. Yeah, all that bullshit back down now. Well, you're kicking. Just like a roundhouse. Oh, baby, kicking. Yeah. All the bullshit back down now. Yes.
And that obviously all these songs are they all these songs on the album? They're all
They're on a new album.
Cool.
That we haven't released yet.
Easy. So. That's a nice segue into that next question that I was going to ask.
Yeah.
So what is on the horizon for yourself and SeaMouse?
We recorded an album and we just we were going to release it earlier, but just kind of ended up thinking we'd leave it for a bit longer. But we're releasing it this year.
Cool, fantastic. Your last album, it sort of seemed like you were kind of the head atop the body in a sense, in terms of you were sort of driving or leading some of the charge, but almost taking a little bit of a hands-off project and letting some of the other members in the band play their bits or flesh them out, so then kind of give their own take. Is that something that you'll look to replicate this time around?
Yeah. Well, this one's a bit different because we've been playing together for a while before we went and recorded it.
Cool.
So we've been playing gigs and we've test run some of them at gigs.
Yep, for sure.
Some of the tracks.
It's got a nice band charisma going on as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of what I wanted to do, but when I did the first album, I just hadn't been playing music for ages, and so I hadn't been jamming with anyone really.
Right.
And I just recorded it how
Cool.
like the only way it could be done at the time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I think this one's gonna be cool because it's like much more cohesive as an album. Like
Right.
Like we're a real tight unit when we're playing.
Oh, awesome.
So.
Awesome stuff.
Yeah.
I think one thing that really seemed to stand out. I remember there was a quote I read of yours, and it was, "I don't know how to drum. I'm not a drummer," and it was in response to letting in general, letting drummers do their thing, or letting any instrumentalist do their thing in terms of what they bring. And I guess one thing that being in a three-piece, sort of an immediate, I don't want to say problem, but an immediate sort of consequence of being in a three-piece is your limitations with your instrumentation. Obviously, you were in a two-piece prior to this.
Yeah.
So you kind of come from that background. But do you find that putting yourself into a bit of a box to give yourself limited options kind of almost helps flesh out, I don't know, a better idea? Or
Yeah, I think it leaves more room for better songs as well. Sometimes like I've been in bands before where they had like two guitarists and like other instrumentation and stuff, and that can be really cool. But like
for sure,
it's sometimes like stuff like vocals and stuff, it doesn't leave much room for them. Like, you know, like guitars are right in that mid-range area, and it muddies up when you've got too much of them. And that's why I started doing a two-piece as well, because then you just, it's like really stripped back.
Yeah, cool. It's a band of role players in any limited, for sure.
And most people are not listening to most people are listening to lyrics and stuff. They're listening to a song. So
they want the whole package as opposed to sort of the I don't know, the bits and pieces that make up the package.
Yeah.
I don't know, I did hear something of yours that you had said, and it was along a similar ilk, basically just saying that it's great that these people can rip out this amazing guitar lead line and then a bunch of other people can add to it, but unless you can actually hear or get down to a song, then people aren't going to enjoy it. So I think as
yeah, I mean, generally that's not.
No, it's not a blanket rule.
Yeah, there's exceptions to that rule as well. Yeah, because like I mean, I listen to stuff where it's just instrumental as well. But it was more from the angle of like making something that people like get into.
Yeah, definitely, and you can really hear that coming across in the music in both the album and the stripped back setting.
Sweet.
Maybe do you want to just for the so no one feels left out? Do you want to introduce the other members of the band who aren't here? But who are cool.
Scott Maynard plays bass.
Fantastic.
And he's in a few other bands.
Yeah, he's a well-known character for sure.
And Thomas Friggins is on the drums.
Cool, awesome, sweet as, and it'll be the three of you, the trio tonight at Meow.
Yeah.
Cool, right on. One thing I did sort of want to bring up is in your spare time, you said you're a bit of a fan of mountaineering or at least climbing hills.
Yeah.
Is that something that sort of does that bring any kind of facet to the music at all, or is that?
Yeah, I made that song kicking when I was walking up this hill in a snowstorm.
Classic, right on. And was it just like something that came to you in your head, or was it just some lyrics that you wrote down?
Well, I was just like we're like most of the way to a hut, and we had to either go there or turn back.
Right.
And we kind of gone too far to turn back, so we kind of had to keep going.
Yeah.
And it was pretty damn cold.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Yeah.
One thing I remember reading in an article was that one thing that you sort of wish. Well, it was difficult for you to bring a guitar basically when you went out because it was a difficult thing to carry, and that you'd have to sort of maybe take up the harmonica. So I've taken it upon myself to actually. I've gone down to the rock shop prior to this interview.
Oh no
and
way!
And I've picked up this that yellow harmonica.
Thank you.
There you go. So now
nice.
Next time you're away and you're running around and you think, oh, my guitar, you'll look into your pocket and there it will be. There's that harmonica.
Happy yellow.
Yeah, there you go. Happy yellow.
Thanks so much.
Oh
man.
no, you're very very welcome. You're very welcome. In return though, I will be asking for a fourth song from you this afternoon. I'd love to hear one.
Sweet.
Cool. And just, I guess thank you so much for popping down, for having a yarn. If you're out there and you're listening and you love the sound of what you've heard so far, it only gets better, trust me. So do get down to Meow tonight to make sure that you see SeaMouse in the flesh. $10 tickets from just the ticket as pre-sales, but as Seamus said before, that's not after 5:30. After that, you're going to have to fork out the 15. But yeah, make sure you get down there. Doors open at 8 and you can catch Miss Cressida and Transistor as well. Seamus, thank you so much for popping down.
Thanks for having me.
Cool.
So when you're reading my lines, you can't see inside my soul. There's nothing there in my mind. There's nothing in there, you know. You'll never read the mind of a man who sold his soul. You'll never read the mind of a man who sold his soul. Hey, hey! So when you're reading my lines, you can't see inside my soul. There's nothing there in my mind. There's nothing in there, you know. So breathe into the cold glass. No fog is left behind. Nothing to warm this cold, cold heart. Nothing but alcohol. You'll never read the mind of a man who sold his soul. You'll never get between this guitar and a man who sold his soul. 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 What a man who sold his soul. You'll never read the mind of a man who sold his soul. You'll never get between this guitar and a man who sold his soul. Hey, hey, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey.
Fantastic.
Cheers.
Cool. I reckon that does the ticket. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Hey, thank you so much. That was fun.